team coming off a crucial bye week, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Also 6 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. He'll do it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can still...
And it's slipped out! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, he coughed it up. God, big mistake. But here's the thing. I'm going to run my quarterback. I got to pick my spots, but he's got to understand when I can take hits, when I get in traffic, and I got to wrap that thing up. And I'm a running back, right? When I'm running these design quarterback runs, I got to take care of the football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
The Sooners get enough to move the chains.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive, but a really nice job there on the run, third down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
They are shaking the rafters of this place, trying to help their defense as they've got them pinned deep. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll take it himself. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Moving out of the pocket. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
With the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Using his feet. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
He'll bring it out. It's Gadecki. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to...
The ball carrier.
before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Freeze. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Makes his connection. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The back goes in motion. Boom. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's now 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. The give out of the gun. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to beat the D deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Weeks. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-3. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away.
Number 12, set to kick off.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out.
And your LSU Tigers will take over.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Oklahoma 14, LSU 3.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half.
Kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sanchez. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Weeks. He'll take the deep shot. Reels it in down the left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Plows through the defense. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 25-yard line. 2nd down.
Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The give to the tailback. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown Sooner. The defense with the scoop and score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to East Carolina. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Looking to move it through the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down.
42 Spider.
Handoff from the gun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
More down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quarterback will audible. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Throws to the wideout. He's got it, and they convert. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
At the 35, he's loose. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 21, LSU 3.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Clear. Clear.
He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Lowers those pads. He'll be down at Terrific run. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. LSU quick to the line. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's got room. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.